Welcome to round 3. It's Good Friday at the Hellenic Club in Canberra, Australia's capital, and we're watching the third round of the Doeberl Cup, the 51st edition of the traditional tournament in Canberra. Today we had another good Friday for the Australian players. We had Bobby Cheng, the 16-year-old from Melbourne, on board one playing the top seed Li Chao. That game was a long, hard-fought draw. Both players had chances. At one point Cheng knocked back a draw, but ultimately the point was split. On board 2, Stephen Solomon, not content with beating the second seed Luke Van Welly, knocked over the fourth seed Jiri Stocek in a brilliant finish that we'll look at in a moment. We also had another loss for one of the foreign grandmasters. This time it was Zoltan Varga. He lost to Melbourne's Doeberl Dragicevic. So again, the foreign grandmasters are really struggling. We have actually only 4 players now left on a perfect score. They are Leventa Vida, who outplayed Australia's Max Illingworth, Stephen Solomon, of course, Doeberl Dragicevic, and the final player was the Indian grandmaster Sethu Raman, who beat giant killer Justin Tan. So the Australians will again be playing against the foreign grandmasters on top board. Let's have a look at how Solomon won. It was a stunning finish. We'll bring it back a little bit. It was a game where both sides had racing pawns, and here it looked as if after f7 the game was going to be drawn, because if black takes that pawn, white will take the pawn on c2 and it should be an equal endgame. But Solomon found a magnificent way to win. He played king g3. It looks as if after e6 his shot is bolt, because if rook d2 here, white just makes a queen and answers rook d1 with queen f1. Instead, Solomon played the magnificent move rook g2, and after rook g2 Stocek looked at the position and realised he had to resign. It's actually a forced checkmate. After white makes a queen, that queen survives, but after rook check, take, first queen for black, second queen for black, white moves in the way, and a few checks, and suddenly it's checkmate on h2. Magnificent finish by Solomon, the endgame expert. He pulled off lots of endgames like that at the Chess Olympiad in Istanbul. He's doing it again. He's on 3 out of 3. He's beaten 2 of the top 4 seeds. He's definitely on track for his first Grandmaster norm. Would be one of the oldest players to get one. We'll see how he goes in tonight's round. But it's Ian Rogers signing off, and see you this evening.